His release was the price of doing business. Sheila McVicker has our story.
This was how the Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi greeted Lockerbie bomber Abdel Basset al-Megrahi. He could have been welcoming a prodigal son rather than a convicted terrorist. In an unprecedented move, the director of the FBI weighed in today. 2 decades ago, as a prosecutor, Robert Mueller investigated the bombing of Pan Am 103. In an uncompromising letter, he blasted the Scottish minister responsible for releasing Megrahi. Mueller writes, "I am outraged at your decision. Your action makes a mockery of the rule of law," adding, "Your action gives comfort to terrorists around the world. You have given the family members of those who died continued grief and frustration," ending, "Where, I ask, is the justice?" Now there are growing accusations from family members and others that Megrahi was released in order to pave the way for more British business deals with Libya, especially oil deals. Allegations the British government rejects.
The idea that the British government and the Libyan government would sit down and somehow barter over the freedom or the life of this Libyan prisoner and make it form part of some business deal, it's not only wrong, it's completely implausible and actually quite offensive.
But in these pictures taken on board the Libyan plane carrying al-Megrahi to freedom, Gaddafi's son and heir apparent Saif tells him, quote, "In all the trade, oil and gas deals, whenever British interests came to Libya, we would always put your release on the table." Just 10 days ago, the UK Business Secretary Peter Mandelson was in Greece on vacation, where he held meetings with Saif Gaddafi. Another good friend of the Gaddafis is Queen Elizabeth's second son, Prince Andrew. He works to promote British business interests. In the last year alone, he has met the Libyan leader at least 3 times and sees his son frequently. He is supposed to return to Libya next month. Gaddafi himself added to those suspicions by publicly thanking Britain's Prime Minister Gordon Brown, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Andrew for their role in the, quote, "courageous decision to release Megrahi."
The government is going to come under pressure to make a more detailed statement. There are a number of outstanding questions, and silence, I don't think, is serving the British interest well.
Megrahi was released by the Scottish Justice Minister on what he claimed were compassionate grounds. But it all now has the whiff of money. While there may not be a deal, there is the clear expectation that Megrahi's release will improve relations between Britain and Libya, and that better relations will mean more business. Sheila McVicker, CBS News, London.
Prince Andrew was appointed by his mother, Queen Elizabeth, as the Lord High Commissioner of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland for 2007. Kenny MacAskill, the Scottish Justice Secretary who released Megrahi, and other Scottish politicians defer to the royal family, state officials and church leaders. Therefore, Prince Andrew is well placed to be able to use his contacts with the Scottish establishment to encourage Megrahi's release on compassionate grounds in order to facilitate oil deals with Libya. Poll: should Megrahi, convicted of the Lockerbie bombing, be freed? Yes, free him. He was only following Gaddafi's orders, and we need the Libyan oil deals, so just forget it. Profits before justice. Or no, keep him locked up. If Gaddafi wants to come in from the cold, he can share Megrahi's prison cell. Discuss with me, Peter Dow, and other viewers of this video by registering your own username account with the For Freedom forums.